It all started quietly. I didn't say anything. Not when I read the text. Not when I saw the way she smiled at her phone and hid the screen. Not even when I realized I wasn't the only man she was saying, "I love you" to. I just stood there and left. No questions, no yelling, no goodbye. I walked away without a word because silence was the only thing I had left that still felt like power. And for a whole year, I never looked back until the night she found me, broken, cry in the front seat of her car. We were together for 3 years. Not the picture-perfect couple, but real, messy, flawed, deep. She knew my darkest fears, the way I clenched my jaw when I was overwhelmed, the way I disappeared when I was hurt just to keep from saying something I couldn't take back. And still, she did the one thing I couldn't recover from. She betrayed me, not just with someone else, but with every look, every lie, every promise that became meaningless once I realized it wasn't just me anymore. I found out by accident. Her laptop was open. I was going to play our movie playlist, something we did every Friday. But instead, I saw the messages. Wish you were here instead of him. Last night was perfect. Don't worry. He doesn't suspect a thing. I didn't read more. I didn't need to, because I knew. I just knew. She came home an hour later, gave me a kiss, asked if I'd started the movie. I nodded, smiled, and then went to the bedroom, packed my things, left my key on the kitchen counter, and disappeared. For a year, I lived like a shadow, moved to another city, deleted every picture, changed my number. I never told her I knew, never gave her the satisfaction of closure. Because what do you say to someone who chose someone else while pretending you were their everything? You don't speak. You heal, or at least you try. But healing isn't a straight line. Some days I was fine. Other days I could still feel her laugh in my chest like a song stuck on repeat. I hated it. I hated that she still lived inside parts of me I didn't know how to clean out. And one night, everything caught up to me. It was the anniversary of the day I left. A stupid date to remember, I know. But my chest was heavy, my head was loud, and I just broke. I walked aimlessly for hours. Ended up in an old neighborhood I didn't recognize. Rain started falling. I sat inside the first car I could find. Unlocked. I didn't know why. Didn't care. I just needed somewhere to cry. Somewhere I could finally fall apart without pretending to be okay. So I sat there in the front seat of a stranger's car, shoulders shaking, hands gripping the wheel like it was the only thing keeping me here. And then I heard it. A voice, soft, raw, shaken. Isaac. I looked up, and it was her. She had changed. Hair shorter, eyes darker, like life had been heavier than she expected it to be. She was standing outside the car, her car, staring at me like I was a ghost she thought she'd never see again. I couldn't speak. I didn't even know how to breathe. She slowly opened the door. "Get in the passenger seat," she said. "You're soaked." I moved like muscle memory, still in a haze, still wondering if this was real. She got in beside me, turned the heat on, then sat in silence. For a while, the only sound was the rain. Then finally, she whispered, "I looked for you." I laughed, not because it was funny, but because it was the only thing I could do to keep from screaming. "Why?" I asked. "So, you could explain how much it meant to you?" She flinched. "I deserve that," she said. She looked at me, eyes full of tears she didn't let fall. "I made a mistake," she said. "A huge one. The kind you don't come back from." I looked away, but she continued. "I don't expect forgiveness. But I need you to know I haven't been okay since you left." "Good," I muttered. "Neither have I." Her hands trembled in her lap. "I know what I did. I know I broke something sacred. But I didn't think you'd disappear completely. I thought you'd yell, 'Fight! Hate me?'" I stayed silent. "But you said nothing," she said. "You left like I didn't deserve even your anger." I turned to her, eyes red, because if I stayed, I would have begged. And I refused to beg someone to choose me. That shut her up. Finally, we sat there, two broken people in a car that somehow became a confession booth. "You look tired," she whispered. "I am." "Still hate me?" "I wish I did." She reached for the glove box and pulled something out, a photo of us. She'd kept it. I don't carry this out of guilt, she said. I carry it because it reminds me of who I was when I still knew how to love right. I looked at the photo, felt something in my chest crack open. I'm not asking for another chance, she said. But if you ever feel like starting over, I'd show up different. I didn't answer, because some wounds need more than words. They need time, space, stillness. But when she dropped me off at my place, I turned before going inside. Thank you, I said. She nodded, no smile, just understanding. And then she drove away. To anyone listening, sometimes the closure you need comes in the place you never expected to break. And sometimes the person who hurt you is the one who still sees you when you forget how to see yourself. If this story made something stir in you, leave a comment, because healing is messy, but you're never alone in it. And if someone walks away in silence, know this: it wasn't weakness. It was strength wrapped in heartbreak.